Hey guys, so I want to give you guys an update on the eviction situation. So, in a previous video, I had talked about how the landlord was not accepting the $800 we had towards the amount in the eviction papers, which is listed as $1,000 that we owe in back rent. So, she actually accepted it today, so we paid her $800. And now, suddenly, she is saying that the $1,000 that she put on the eviction paperwork that was filed in court was an estimate. And she says in order to stay here, we have to pay beyond the $800 that I just gave her. We have to pay $1,228 by March 3rd. Now, let me tell you what date it is. Hold on. It is February 12th, and that doesn't give us very much time to get this money together to give her. That gives us less than 3 weeks. It gives us like a little bit less than 2.5 weeks to come up with $1,228. And unless I'm doing something like selling drugs or being a prostitute, there's no way that I'm going to be able to come up with $1,200 in less than 2 weeks. So pretty soon you will probably see videos that are no longer in this house. It's really frustrating. I don't know how legal it is that they can demand more money, even though they put that we owe $1,000 on the court papers. I don't know the legalities of that. But it's really frustrating because I was hoping that this $800, seeing as she stated that we only owed $1,000, I was hoping that this $800 was going to make more of a difference with the landlord, but obviously it means nothing. So I feel like we're back to square one. I am back to my anxiety flaring up like crazy. Jake just got dropped off right before the landlord came to pick up the money. So I'm not allowed to talk about all of this stuff with Jake around because he does go back to his mom's house where he lives, and he tells them everything that's going on over here. So my mother-in-law doesn't want them to know that anything is going on. She doesn't want him to know that we are getting kicked out, because I'm just going to start saying that we are getting evicted because there's no way that I can pull $1,200 out of my ass in less than 3 weeks. There's no way. Like, I don't know. I could be on Shipt all day, every day and not make enough, you know? So at this point, I don't know what's going to happen. Plus, I have school to go to next week for 3 days. So I'm just really like up to here with everything going on. I'm really frustrated, like I said, and I am trying to keep it all together. I am trying not to talk about it because while Jake's here, I really don't think he needs to know this information, obviously. But it's just a little frustrating because, like, I really thought that giving her $800 was going to make a difference, and it didn't. So I feel like I should have just kept the money. Like, if I had known that I was going to give her $800 and she was going to say that I still need to give her $1,200 by March 3rd in order to stay here, I feel like I would have just kept the money and paid the bills that need to be paid. Like, there's no way that we're going to be able to do this in that short amount of time. And this is just a soda from McDonald's. My mother-in-law took Jacob to McDonald's before she dropped him off. And that's another topic for another video that I want to talk about, is these new dietary restrictions that Jacob's mom has him on. I'm trying to stay positive, you guys, but it's so hard when you have something like this looming over your head. Like, I was feeling positive. I was feeling upbeat this morning. I was like, okay, everything's going to go good. She's going to come pick up the money and she's going to say, okay, as long as you keep, giving me as much as you can, then we can just, forget about the whole eviction thing. And Like, I was thinking, okay, only $200 more and we'll be completely caught up. But no, somehow, randomly out of the sky, she pulls down, you still owe me $1,228 by March 3rd. And let me tell you this. So $780 of that is rent that isn't even due for, what, 4 more days, 5 more days? Because our rent is due on the 17th of every month. And so they're saying that we have to be completely paid up with everything back, plus everything, you know, for the 17th going forward has to be up to date in order for us to stay here by March 3rd, because court is on March 3rd. And our court is not even in court. They are doing court over Zoom. So I don't know how that's going to work. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be happy, because I'm not. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that everything's okay, because it's not. Like, we are a couple of weeks away from being homeless. I did let my mother-in-law know that, like, I made my Hail Mary pass, and it seems like the landlord doesn't want to accept it. So, you know, I told her the landlord said we still owe her $1,228. So I don't know where that's going to come from. But I told my mother-in-law, I'm like, I really don't think there's any way that we're going to be able to keep this house at this point. Because, like I said, that was my Hail Mary pass. And Caesar is in the crate because he is a little bit too big for me to handle on my own when I'm having balance issues. And my husband and Jacob walked to the gas station so that they could talk, because he hasn't been over here for like 3 weeks, maybe even longer. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys that update. She did accept the money, but she's still saying that we owe $1,228. So unless I can magically pull a genie and, you know, $2,000 pops out of it, then that would be a different story. But whatever. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to make another video shortly talking about Jake's new dietary restrictions and the little note that they sent us, because they did send a note with him when he got dropped off. So I will talk to you guys again in my next video.